What's up, guys? Thanks for coming back for another review. Today I am reviewing John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. Just came back from an early screening, have a lot to share with you guys. But before I get started, as usual, I want to hear from you all. Tell me in the comments below if you've already seen it, how would you compare it to the other two, and which one is your favorite out of the three? How would you rank them? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button and the bell notification to hear any more future content from me for your future enjoyment. So unfortunately, guys, I wasn't able to review John Wick 1 and 2 like I wanted to because I didn't realize I'd be seeing part 3 so soon with this early screening. But nonetheless, give you my thoughts of the franchise as a whole. This is a series that took me a while to get into. When I saw part 1, it was around the time part 2 came out, because when the first one was released, it didn't seem like something I would care for as much. And my friend took me to see part 2 for my birthday, so of course when I'm watching the first one, I could not believe I waited so long to watch these movies. They are just amazing. And then here we are, part 3, and it just blew my mind once again. This is a series that I think that is comparable to the Mission Impossible series in ways of each installment, each sequel that's made, it just gets better and better, and it's just topping each other after the predecessor. And I feel with like the Mission Impossible films, there's 6 of them, I could see John Wick going on for a few more movies. The movie is once again directed by Chad Stahelski and has Keanu Reeves returning the role as John Wick, along with Lawrence Fishburne, Ian McShane, Lance Reddick, and we have newcomers Angelica Houston and Halle Berry. It takes place immediately after part 2, where we find John fighting his way out of New York after being declared excommunicado after killing D'Antonio on continental grounds. He now has a $14 million contract on his life, which makes him the target of the world's top assassins. So his chances of survival are not looking so good. So he seeks the help of old allies, and with their help, he's trying to now turn the tide to his advantage to stay alive. This movie wastes absolutely no time with the action. Within a few minutes, he's already confronted by assassins. A fight starts just when you think it's over, another one begins with other people, and it's crazy with John Wick. We've seen in the first 2 movies the way he does his combat, the way he's fighting his opponents, and you would think, what other direction can they go to make it different? Well, this movie definitely tries new things, especially in the first half hour. He uses different objects or anything in his environment to his advantage as a weapon. I won't say what exactly because I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but I'll just give you the example of in the first movie when they said John Wick killed a few men with just a pencil. Keep that in mind because he uses certain things that you would never think of to kill another person, but it's just so entertaining to watch. Just what you expect out of a John Wick movie, non-stop the entire time. And just the way these action scenes are shot, just like they are with the other films, the choreography is perfect. I'll just say, if you like John Wick 1 and 2 for the action and choreography, you're gonna love this one for that reason and more. So much to offer. I had a great time watching it. And in regards to how the film was shot, I feel these movies get better and better in regards to the cinematography, the production design, the color and the lighting. It's just all very attractive to look at. Other than the action and the technical part of this film, the storyline was also interesting. Of course, we have John running away from all these assassins, trying to stay alive, but also it explores the John Wick mythology, something we've been exploring throughout the last few movies. The first one kind of scratched the surface on that, also kind of talking about who this man was. The second one digs that hole, and we kind of get a glimpse of it. The third one, you're kind of jumping right into that hole, and you're introduced to this entirely new underworld with all these different characters we haven't met before, and you get to really see who John was and where he came from and why he doesn't want to be a part of this world anymore. And with the end of this film, it's another cliffhanger. I see another movie coming, and I won't say what it is, but you do get a glimpse of where his future may be going. Last, I want to talk about the cast, and I'm kind of half and half on this. There's things that I liked and didn't like, and really this is what I didn't really like about the movie with what I'm kind of half and half on. With what I did like, of course, Keanu Reeves. He did an amazing job in the movie. I hope to see him playing this role again. As I said before, this movie ends on a cliffhanger, so don't be surprised if you see another movie coming along, another chapter 4. Lawrence Fishburne did an amazing job, of course. He had a minimal role in part 2, so I was hoping that his role would be bigger in this movie. It was really about the same. What he had to offer was great, but I am very disappointed that his role wasn't bigger. Halle Berry, same kind of situation. I thought she was the co-star of this film, and her role wasn't as prominent as I would hope it would be. And she's playing a new character named Sophia. She's kind of the counterpart to John Wick, and John Wick comes to her for help because she's an old ally. And the sequences that she was a part of was very impressive. She almost stole the show from Keanu Reeves' character, John Wick. and I was hoping to see more of her, and the scene where she leaves, we don't see her again, and it's just very disappointing because she was that good. So I'm hoping we see her in future installments as well. But overall, the cast is great. My favorite person out of everyone in this movie, though, is Ian McShane. Out of all the movies, he is a very respectable veteran actor, and I just love how he is, how he brings this such gravitas to the rest of the cast. There is one character I did not like in this film. Probably the only thing I really didn't like about this movie was the character played by Asia K. Dillon. She's portraying the adjudicator, a member of the High Table. Her role in this movie is pretty much she's punishing anyone who's been assisting John Wick, and she's someone that goes by the rules and trying to put everything back to order. And this actress, I didn't feel convinced by her. I felt like she was reading from a script. It seemed very monotone, and it just felt like she was taking me out of this whole illusion of this John Wick world with any scene that she was in. And it just didn't, like I said, didn't seem convincing. But other than that, the film was nearly perfect in my opinion. So this movie, in the end, is getting an A in my book. It deserves it for an action-packed sequel, another triumph for the John Wick franchise. But once again, tell me guys what you think. Tell me in the comments below if you love this movie, if you hated it, if you like the other John Wick movies more. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned. I will be doing a ranking of the 3 John Wick movies, so stay tuned to see what my number 1 is. I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. Tell me what you thought. Y'all have a great week. This is Ryan the Movie Guy saying I'll see you at the movies.